Hello and welcome back. Today's video is a get ready with me style video. A lovely subscriber asked if I would do a tutorial on my makeup I wore a couple of videos back. It was all nice and glowy and stuff. So instead of doing a proper full-on tutorial, I thought get ready with me style video might be nice. I'm going out for the day and I wanted to have a similar look to the look that I wore that day, so it seemed like a perfect opportunity to record it. She also asked how I did my hair. Now this is just a rope braid. I figured out how to do it after watching Samantha Sherman's video ages ago. I think I linked to it a while ago. I will try and find the original video from her and link that down below, but I've included how I've done it as well. So I've done my makeup, I've done my hair in this video, and I'm also going to show you the outfit that I am wearing today. So I will probably record that when I'm down on the seafront. We're going to a food festival, so hopefully I can persuade Simon to record my outfit of the day. That is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not going to come back at the end to say goodbye, so I'll say goodbye now. So thank you very, very much for watching if you watch, and please like if you liked, and please subscribe if you like as well. And I will see you in my next video. I hope you have a lovely day, and I hope you enjoy my video. Bye! So I've already applied my SPF for the day. It's the Eucerin Sun Fluid Mattifying Face SPF. And it's got SPF 50 plus in it. I'm going out for the day, so I wanted to make sure I had good SPF on. I will bring it with me to touch up during the day. I hope the lighting's okay. I can never quite tell. I keep looking in the viewfinder. It is super, super bright today, so no matter where I film, I'm getting blinded, so I have to be slightly in the shade, which means the lighting might be off. I apologise. Now, because I've put on the SPF, and it is a nice mattifying one, it's quite nice on the skin, and I don't feel like I need a primer. So I am just going to go and use my number 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation and take a pump of that on the back of my hand, and I'm going to mix it with my 17 Skin Wow 3-way highlighter. So I'm going to just take a wee touch of that, not too much, so you can see them both there, and mix them together in the back of my hand. I just use my finger. And then all over the face. Now using my Real Techniques Expert face brush, I'll just take the excess of the back of my hand and buff it in. Once I've got that first layer buffed in, I do take a wee bit more of my foundation by itself, and I'll put it on the areas where I have redness. You would have seen this when I did a review of this foundation, but I had a spot there and it was doing so well, and then the damn thing came off when I washed my face this morning. Around my nose. And I leave that to sit a wee second before I do anything with it, just to, I don't know, my mind, it kind of helps it sit better if I just leave it for a second before I start buffing it back in. And I don't tend to buff it in, I dab it in, as you'll see. Just to get a bit more coverage like there. Then I dab around the edges of where I did the extra bit of foundation, of course always buff down my neck. So now taking a wee bit of my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is in NC15. Teeny tiny dot. Just taking the smallest bit, and I'm going to put that on some of these spots. I warm it up my fingers I warm it up in the back of my hand first. I'm going to leave that one unblended for a second. Now I'm taking a damp beauty sponge, just lightly, there's no product on this. So I've kind of covered that up a wee bit more, I don't know if you can see it or not, and I just blend it in around my nose and everything. I love just using a damp sponge with nothing on it, just to blend everything back in again. So that's my base done. That's how I get a nice sort of highlighted base. And I will set just a wee bit of that using my Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, and this is the original one. And again, this has got SPF in it as well. I take the smallest little bit in the lid, I don't know if you can see there, just a little bit. It's all sort of gathered to one side there, so I don't know if you can see. Really swirl my brush in it, make sure it's on the brush, tap it off, and then that spot is going to be red until I finish, probably because it's still a bit fresh. So that's the face done. For eyes, I'm taking my MAC Painterly Paint Pot. Then my number 17 Wild Nude. I can't find this shade anymore, so I'm not sure if it's discontinued or what, but I like this. Just over the moving part of my lid. So that's just the base for my colour. Now I'm taking my number 17 Burley There shade, and this is the brown bit that's left. I'm going to use that just as my blending colour, and I'm going to put it on before I do the next bit. I try not to bring it too far out because I find that it just drags my eyes down. Just remembered I forgot to do the last bit under my eyes. Just make sure I have no powder there. I'm taking my Collection concealer, and this is the Illuminating Touch concealer in Naked. Just testing this out actually. See how we get on. Then I'll set that concealer using my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder. You need a really small bit of this. Oh, and this brush is a Royal & Langnickel Silk Pro brush, and it's a Contour Shadow C265. And I was using a deluxe crease brush to pat it in. I will try and remember to list things down below. Where was I? Eyes. Okay. So I've done the base, I've done my crease colour. I'm now going to go into this Sephora, what is it? The Sephora Primal Instinct. And I'm going to go with, that one today. So I'm going to go with, I think this is Tea Rose, so this shade here. And I'm just taking an Eco Tools flat shader brush. Then I'm just going to reblend that crease area without adding any more colour, just to help that tea rose blend into the brown shade. Now taking, I think this is a Crown brush Teclon liner, IB113. I'm going to this brown colour, which is matte brown. It's a really dark chocolatey brown colour, that one there. And I'm going to just use this to lightly line my lash line. I'm literally just pushing it on. Then I'm just taking my ring finger and just lightly dabbing over that. Just to help it blend in a wee bit. Now going into this light shade, which is Universal Beige, I'm going to blend that up to my eyebrows, so from my crease to my eyebrows, just to soften it back in. And I'm going to take the shade next to it as a highlight, which is Sable Sand. Is that right? That one. It's a real pale goldy shade. I'm just using the same fluffy brush. This is a fluffy brush from Crown Brushes. I think it's an SSO27 if I remember. And into my crease with that. Into my crease, into the corner of my eye. So that's my eyes done. I'm just going to quickly do my brows. I comb them through with a spoolie brush from Delium Tools. People say that your eyebrows should be sisters and not twins. My eyebrows are vaguely related, maybe third cousins once removed. Taking this tiny angle brush from Delium Tools again, it's a 762, really small little brush. And I'm using a little sample I have from Sigma in Scarlett. I don't really think this matches my brows particularly well. It's a wee bit warm for my brows, but you know, it does the job. There's just no lift in this brow. So try and give it some. I'm vaguely happy with the shape of those. This brow just never. I think this one lifts too much. I was in an accident years ago and it's left me uneven. Anyway, I'm taking a rather gross, so I'm not going to show you. It's a Collection 2000 clear mascara. I should probably get a new one soon. It's just... They vaguely match. Curling my lashes. For mascara, I'm using my Maybelline The Rocket Volume Mascara, and this is just a black one. I just managed to get some on my cheek. I'm just going to let that dry. Using my metal lash comb from Royal & Nightingale just to brush those through. For blush, I'm taking my Tarte blush in Dollface, which, oh, I can't just open. I'm a tad in love with this blush. It's a lovely soft pink. For my brush, I'm using my Crown Brush Chisel Blush Brush. Oh, it's a sentence and a half, isn't it? I always find it best to tap off any excess. And I'm just going to go back with my foundation brush that I used with no more product on it and just dab the edges of my blush. I think I find it helps blend it into the skin a wee bit. Not over the blush, but just literally where the blush area ends. I don't know, I've recently been doing that. Before I do my lips, I'm actually going to sweep this over my face. It's my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. I'm never sure if it's ethereal. Maybe that's the way we say it at home. Ethereal, ethereal. And sweep that over my face with a massive brush. It's a Delium Tools 960 and it's the softest, most lovely brush ever. And over the face. For my lips, I'm using my Almay Apple a Day, and this is a Colour and Care Liquid Lip Balm. Just for a touch of colour. And I'm going to set that all with my Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So that's my face. Nice and simple, but it has a nice glow to it. So for my hair, I've just split it down to one side. And I'm going to just do a rope braid. Take a section at the top. And then you take a second section. And you twist it over the first, like that. So the first section is coming down, the second section is going back. And then you take another bit and repeat. Try and make sure you pull this nice and tight. So you've got it does loosen, so you keep it nice and tight to start with. When I get to the end, I just take that hair, give it a wee twist, keep it nice and tight, and tie it up with a hair bubble. This stays nice and tight. And then I repeat on the other side. Then when you get to the bottom, hold on to your first one nice and tight and take that down. And then you take your two bits together and I twist them into a small bun. At least my hair slightly, just pulling it forward ever so slightly all the way around, but generally that's it. I do take a small bit of hairspray. This is just an Elnet Infinite Shine Supreme Hold hairspray, just for the fluffy bits on the top. So that's my hair and makeup done.